4 chicks this year from our peregrines, and they're all healthy. And so we have Fish and Wildlife Service here to band chicks, and so these will be permanent bands that for the rest of their lives people will be able to identify that they were hatched here in Topeka in 2018, and no matter where they go, as far north or as far south, people know there are birds.
On this special occasion, I know this is the 8th year. How great is it that all 4 eggs basically hatched within, the 24-hour span?
Yeah, very unusual for us. I mean, they almost always lay 4 eggs, but this year all 4 eggs hatched are healthy, and they all hatched on the same day. And so that means that their sizes are pretty true. So as we try to figure out which size band we put on, it makes it a lot easier when they're all about the same age. And so, yeah, the chicks are beautiful. They're screaming. The parents are flying around screaming. And so everybody's doing what they're supposed to do.
Also, how great is it that I understand they're basically reproduced by pigeons,
right?
How great is it that they're basically the pigeons up here? They don't have to travel far.
Yeah, they primarily eat pigeons and starlings. We have lots of those downtown Topeka, and so food is very close by, and they don't have to work very hard to get their food. These parents are great hunters. They've been feeding these chicks. 4 chicks is a lot to feed. The parents have been very busy, but they've done a terrific job keeping these chicks well fed, so they're growing very quickly. So lots of food pigeons and starlings in downtown Topeka, but the coffers have benefited, and they're growing like gangbusters. Yeah.
Last question. Just basically, how great is it that we have 4 beautiful, healthy chicks that are here in just downtown Topeka?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when these were on the threatened species list. And so now they continue to recover, continue to expand. We found a pair nesting out at Lawrence Energy Center this spring also. So this is really a success story of birds. If we just give them a chance, they continue to expand and do very well. And so they're a great partner for us in downtown Topeka. They make downtown Topeka just that much better to visit because we've got wildlife right here that we can see and appreciate.
Any last words?
No, just we just appreciate the support we get from everybody in downtown Topeka, putting up with our birds, which can be a little messy at times, but we love having them, and they're a great part of downtown Topeka. Yeah, thanks, Al.
And there you heard from Brad Lovelace right here. And so, hey Brad, one last thought. How many years have we seen the falcons hatching eggs here at Westar?
So, 1994 is the first eggs we had hatched here. We saw them in 92, we put up a box the next year. It took them a year to find it, and since 94 we've almost continuously had birds nest in downtown Topeka.
Did they ever miss any years? Or?
There'll be a gap. Usually there's a gap when you'll lose a mating pair, like one of the male or female will die, and then you might lose them for a year or 2, but then they are limited by nest habitat, and so another pair will find the nest box. And occasionally we've had birds competing over the nest box. In the spring when they move back north, you'll see a little bit of competition there, fighting over this nesting spot.
And how long do the birds typically live?
So they can live up to 30 years. It's more common for them to live more like 10 or 12, but they can live a long time.
Where do they now? So they're not here in Topeka 12 months a year. What happens to them?
Right, we typically see them migrate. Go down south in the winter where it's not so cold. They'll move down there and their chicks will follow them. And then when they come up here to nest the next year, that's when the chicks find out you're no longer welcome. You go out and do your own thing. The parents get serious about having more chicks, and so that's when the family kind of breaks up.
Well, it's a great thing, and thanks again for your time, Brad.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah.
So for about 25 years almost, we've been seeing these birds down
so
here.
come downtown Topeka, listen for the birds. You can hear them now, so you know what they sound like. Come down, listen for our birds. They're going to be on the rooftop for probably another 3 weeks, and then these chicks will be fledgling and testing out their own wings.
And then when will they leave downtown Topeka? Maybe in the fall?
Yeah. Sometimes it's midsummer. Sometimes they wait till fall.
But they'll stay together as an intact unit until then.
Clear till next spring.
And then that's when, if the little ones follow them back, that's when they're asked to leave.
That's when they're pushed out.
Yeah. Pushed out of the nest, as it were.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brad.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to meet you. Good to see you. All right. So we had a good group up here today. Everybody's happy. The birds are well. And so that's again the story. The peregrine falcon chicks have been banded here this morning. There were 4 of them. We think they were maybe all female. We're not sure, but at any rate, you put the female bands on them so they don't restrict their leg area there, and then birds will be out flying around soon. If you're downtown Topeka, look up, you'll see them. Okay, reporting from downtown Topeka, Phil Anderson, CJOnline.com.